Hello Fantastics! Welcome to another episode of Watercolor for Beginners. So in this episode we will see what is a masking latex and how to use it. So here we go. This is the masking latex. This is my masking latex and I've been using this for ages now. I've been using this latex for years. So what a masking latex is, as it is written on the jar here, the composition of this masking latex is natural rubber latex, ammonia, and water. So these are all natural ingredients, no weird chemicals inside. And basically, the masking latex is a liquid latex. So I'm gonna show you how it is, and as you can see, it's a liquid, and when it dries like a gum, like a rubber, like it does like this film. So yeah, I think you can see that. Ta-da! So if we look inside the jar, this is the latex, and you can see that is pretty liquidy. So when the masking latex dries, it forms like a very thin, plasticky film. So it's like a plastic, and you can remove it very easily with your fingers or with a rubber, with an eraser. And so yeah, it's pretty easy to use, and now I'm gonna show you how. But before we go on, I want to ask you guys if you ever used a masking latex, and if you did, what brand did you use and what brand did you prefer? So I'm asking you some feedbacks which will help me, but not only me, of course, they will help everyone who's watching this video and who is everyone who's reading the comments down below. So leave me some comments with your feedback down here, please. It's very important. So I'm gonna talk to you about the uses of masking latex. So as you can see, this particular jar here is very old. The label is all destroyed and ruined, and I can't read what's written on the label anymore because it is so used and so old. And I've been having this particular jar here for like 4 years. That's because I don't use too much of this product, because as I work with watercolors, I don't need to use it so much. But you may find a masking latex useful for many reasons. So I'm going to talk to you about this. So why do we use masking latex? Basically, as the name says, we use it to mask some portions of our drawing before we color it with watercolors. So if you need to protect some parts of your drawing from color, you can use the masking latex. But there's a difference between using masking latex in a proper way and using it for no reason. So if you have a very big portion of your drawing that it doesn't need to be covered, or you're doing like a wet on wet technique on the background and you don't want to paint the main part of your drawing, so the main subject maybe of your drawing, you don't need to use a masking latex. You don't need to cover all your portion of drawing with masking latex if it's a very big portion of drawing. So I don't know if it makes sense, but you can avoid that part of your drawing, just not putting water on it. So I showed this in many of my videos, and I'm gonna put some links down below, and even if they are not translated in English yet, you can watch them and understand what I am talking about. So these are the two situations in which you use the masking latex. Tiny details when you need them white or when you need to paint them later. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use the masking latex and what's the best way to use it and what's the result. So what do you expect from it? What does it look like and how do you remove it after it's dried and after your painting is done? So the first step is to prepare the brush. I suggest you to use a brush just for masking latex, and what you want to do is to rub the brush bristles on some soap like this, and this will help you to protect the bristles of your brush and then to remove the masking latex with some water later and remove it easily. So second, you want to dip your brush into the masking latex and then apply it to the paper, to every part of your drawing which you want to stay white. So use the brush, and I recommend you to use a very tiny brush, and cover the paper just like so. So now I'm not doing any art, I'm just writing down a phrase which I like, which is like a motivational quote. So guys, this is just an example to show you how the masking latex looks like and how it dries. You can also use the masking latex with a dripping technique like this to create some little tiny dots, like random dots, for a lot of textures and effects. So then you need it to be completely dried, so you can either let it dry naturally or use an air dryer to dry it quickly, but it needs to be very dried, completely dried, before you proceed with your coloring. So as you can see, I am putting some clear water on top of it because now it's completely dried, and I want to do a wet on wet technique. So pay attention not to be too rushed with your brush. It rhymes, I'm sorry. So yeah, now I'm just putting some random colors, creating like a rainbow effect. I'm totally obsessed with rainbows, guys. I don't know why. I love rainbows. So this is not a particular cool piece of art, it's just an example to show you how this product works. So you can put the color on top of it, be gentle with the brush, not to scrub away everything, and then just paint your painting, and that's it. And when the watercolor is completely dried, you can remove the masking latex. And as you can see, it is like a very tiny film, like a plasticky weird thing. And you can remove it just with your fingers. And as you can see, you can pull it and it comes out like so. Yeah, it's like sticky and it's like a plastic. So cool to remove it. And for the tiny details, you can also use an eraser and erase it like so. And of course, you have to pay attention and be gentle with this operation. So guys, this is basically it. As you can see, you can use the masking latex to create some details. Also very teeny tiny details like these tiny dots that I created with the dripping technique. And they are perfect, for example, to represent snow or water splashes or, sparkles and stuff like that. So in this video we saw what's a masking latex and how to use it. I really hope, guys, that this was helpful for you, and please, if you like this, leave some thumbs up and some comments down below. Let me know what you think about masking latex and about this video, of course. So I will see you in my next art video. Bye bye, Fantastics! Ciao! Subscribe to my channel and share my videos with your friends. And click here for more videos.